when this story was about to break and come out originally back in the first Trump term, he got on the phone. He was calling all the athletes, begging them to save him, spare him. Now they had gone to the head coach. He was an assistant coach. They'd gone to the head coach, and the head coach said, "Okay, I'm gonna stand by you." And then Jim Jordan started to freak out. This is according to the documentary and a lot of reporting as well. Called the survivors, called the victims and begged them, cried, called the brother of one of the principal students, adult now, that was filing the lawsuit against OSU, called that man's brother and said, "Will you please just help me? Just deny that say your brother's lying," and cried. He cried, and then he lied when he was asked, "Did you do this? Did you know anything about this?" He just lied. "No, it's a fake story, fake news. They're just out to get me."
Mm-hmm.
He cried, Mr. Macho Man. Then he lied. Mr. I'm oath. Mr. I'm going to have Benghazi hearings.
Yeah.
And he lied. And now he's hiding. He's
hiding. We haven't heard boo from him.
Because this is out. It dropped like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It is so damning. And they're not even going for, it's not even trying to go for Jim Jordan.
Yeah.
If anything, it's, it's a very well-rounded documentary. If anything, he's getting off kind of easy when you sit back and think about what he did. But, these men, I am telling you, they were so broken by this experience. It broke them. It broke these brilliant, talented athletes. And, and I'm watching it. And I was even thinking at the time, like, why would they cover up? They're sort of like, was he also assaulting them? Why would Jim Jordan cover all this up? Oh, by the way, the head coach then got calls, right? The crying worked on him. And he promised those athletes that he would be there for them, because they went to Jim Jordan. They were like, "Well, you're our coach. It doesn't matter if we disagree with you politically. You were our coach. Please be there for us. Please help us. This man, this is what happened. And we told you at the time. And, we understand the culture, They were so giving and so caring and so generous. And, he just ghosted them, then lied about them, then cried to their family and cried to them. And the head coach ghosted everybody after committing to them that he would be there for them. So then Ohio State, is on the hook for all of this. And I'm sitting there thinking, why did these coaches, like, what? I understand that the wrestling team and all these teams were these big teams. Of course, there was the woman coach of the fencing team. I'm going over because I want you guys to hear this. The woman coach of the fencing team found out about this and was the only one trying to get this guy fired for years, this doctor. And she just kept getting brushed aside. And the doctor finally said, "Fine, I'll stop seeing the fencing team." And that solved the problem. Like, this is how horrific it was. It's so bad. I'm barely scratching the surface of all the things, but the one thing that came out in the documentary, and if I'm spoiling it, I'm sorry, but you'll watch it. You still need to watch it. He was experimenting on these young men. This Dr. Strauss was one of the pioneers of anabolic steroids. So he and the coaches knew. So he was telling the students, he was giving them, they went to go get their B12 shots, but they were like,
they were
great.
Going that shit.
And they were winning because he was steroiding up all the fucking athletes. He was experimenting on them without their consent. That's why the coaches were like, keep him here. So it's a little rape. Just deal with it. And some of the most talented, brilliant young men just had to leave because he was just assaulting them so horribly. They left school. They lost their scholarships. They never went to sports again. And a lot of these men can't go see doctors. It's too traumatic. So they're not,
right.
They're just, It's just terrible. There's suicides, there's drug addiction, there's everything you can imagine that comes out of that type of abuse.